If you see right behind me, you can see that there is an empty tank. Now, you might remember if you've been following my channel that I had a couple of baby Oscar fish in here, and obviously they're not here. The tank is empty. Just a little action camera in there right now. So I want to show you guys what I did with the Oscars. Don't worry, I still have them. I had to move some stuff around, and I want to share with you guys what I did. Hey fish friends, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Zenzo with Tazawa Tanks. So one of the reasons why I have that action camera, it's the DJI Osmo Action. The reason why I have it out is I use it for underwater footage. I did take some underwater footage of a couple of fish today. Well, a bunch of fish. But anyway, I'm going to show some of that footage in this video, so that's why I have it out. So anyway, as you guys know, I have Oscar cichlids. I had my beloved Oscar, named Oscar, who passed away 2 or 3 months ago now. And I have another Oscar. His name is Felix. He's a large tiger Oscar. And he's been kind of displaying, you know, signs of just kind of sulking and kind of in a bad mood. Hasn't really been very personable. And if you guys know Oscar cichlids, they can be very personable fish. So anyway, he is active, he is, you know, eating, but he kind of like sulks and hides a lot and kind of hangs out in one corner of the tank. So I wanted to get him some other companions for the tank. I asked a lot of you what you guys thought I should get. A lot of you wrote back a lot of different answers, but ultimately I decided to get a couple more Oscars. Now, finding Oscars that are 10 to 12 inches is not easy, and I didn't really want to introduce a large Oscar to the tank with him already there. So I ended up getting a couple of small baby Oscars. I put them in a 20-gallon tank, and we quarantined them, put them through a medication process to make sure that they're free of any parasites, diseases, infections, things like that. And I had to move them to a larger tank. Now, if you know Oscars, they grow very quickly, and the 20-gallon was fine, but I knew in the coming weeks and things like that, it was not going to work out. So I moved the 2 baby Oscars to a 40-gallon breeder. Now, I have a lot of 40-gallon breeders in this fish room. We've got 23 or so tanks down here, but the 40-gallon breeders all had fish in them. I've got my blackwater tank, I've got my Congo tank, and which is kind of like West Africa. And then I had a 40-gallon breeder. Oh, I've got one with some Pseudotrophia solosi, and another 40 breeder that had a bunch of Peacock cichlids in there that were growing out. Now, a lot of you know that I was raising and breeding fish for profit, and I've really slowed down my operation. I've got just a couple batches left, and that's it. I'm not going to do it anytime soon. If I do any breeding, it's going to be some other fish, shell dwellers, Brachardi, that are all spawning for me, Julidochromis, and other stuff, but not so much the Peacock cichlids. So what did I do? Well, I had to come up with a plan to put the Peacock somewhere. I didn't have a spare tank that was large enough. Now, I did have a couple of storage bins. If you remember, maybe, I don't know, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, whatever it was, I made the video where I got these 2 55-gallon storage bins from Home Depot. I built a rack for them, and I basically had 110 gallons of fish tank for $20. And I'll put a link of that up here or down below. But anyway, so that was what I did. I have these storage bins, and let's see if I can just kind of pan down here the other direction. So there you can see one right down there underneath. It's right back there. It is 55 gallons. It's 4 feet long. So, all right, yeah, I think it's 4 feet long, or maybe not quite 4 feet. Maybe it's like 3.5 feet or something like that. But anyway, it's pretty large, and it does hold quite a bit of water. So I decided to set up kind of a temporary situation for them until I can grow them out and sell them or give them away. Now, one of the reasons why I wanted to stop breeding African cichlids, the Malawi specifically, is just kind of, you know, there's not a whole lot of money in it. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of time to get them to a point where they're sellable. You know, they can fetch a good amount of money if you really raise them up to be like around 3 to 4 inches and they're showing a lot of color, but then you have the female to deal with and you gotta figure out where those go. And so anyway, I'm not doing those anymore, but I did stick my last juvenile batch in the 55-gallon tub, and then I've got another batch of smaller, they're kind of like large fry now, right here in this, it's like a 37-gallon tank right here. So you can see there's a bunch of swimmers in here. Let me turn the light on. And there they are. So anyway, so besides, you know, that batch, you know, this batch and then the batch in the tub, that's about it. That's all I'm going to do as far as African cichlids, as far as Malawis are concerned. Aside from like the pseudotropheus, I do want those to breed. But so anyway, I put the Oscars in the 40-gallon breeder. They are super shy. Now when I put food in the tank, they come out and they just like destroy the food. It doesn't matter what kind of food in there. I will put pellets and, you know, freeze-dried foods, frozen foods, whatever it is, it hits the water, they will eat it. But afterwards, they kind of go right back to hiding in the flower pots, and that's okay, I'll let them be, and just kind of leave them alone. So anyway, they're gonna be growing out in that 40-gallon breeder. Not a whole lot to see. I will try to get some footage, but it isn't easy. Maybe I'll stick the underwater camera in there as well. So anyway, that is what's going on. Now before I go, I do want to mention, you know, I haven't worn my Tazawa Tanks t-shirts in quite a while. I've been wearing a lot of other shirts, but I did want to wear these for a specific reason. The reason is I'm going to be at Aquashella, which is in Chicago. It's this amazing fish convention. If you haven't been to one before, you will want to check it out. I will put a link of a recent video up here where I got to hang out with some of my friends and other YouTubers. But it is a fantastic event to go to. Anyway, cut to the chase, I am going to be there, and I do have t-shirts available now. I'm not going to be selling any shirts at Aquashella, but I do sell them on my website, www.tazawatanks.com. So if you order a t-shirt, I will send you out a t-shirt. I'll probably throw a couple Tazawa Tank stickers in there as well. I have them in gray, I have them in black. I've got pretty much all sizes from small to XXX. Anyway, if you are going to Aquashella, and if I see you there, and I'm sure I will because you'll probably come say hi and, you know, see what's up with Zenzo. If you come there and if you're wearing a Tazawa Tanks t-shirt, I will put you in a future Tazawa Tanks video, and I will make sure that we can link your Instagram or your YouTube channel or whatever it is that you want to put out there. Or if you just want to say, hey, it's me, Bob, and I love your channel, we can do that as well. So anyway, if you want a shirt, my website, tazawatanks.com, and if you wear it at Aquashella, you will be in the video, and I will put a link of your channel or, you know, your Instagram or whatever you want, or nothing, on the video. That's all for now, guys. Just a quick kind of update on what's going on in the fish room, just because I had to move some stuff around. Before I go, let's check out the blackwater tank. A lot of you have asked questions about the blackwater tank. It is fantastic. So you can see, let me just kind of move the gimbal. This gimbal is a gimbal that I bought from Swisky, from Jimmy. So let me just move the thing down there. So there you can see the blackwater tank. I'll get some B-roll so you guys can see it up closely. But it is doing phenomenal as well. I do love the tannins. I love the fish that are down there. I've got the Bolivian rams. I have the golden neon tetras. And I also have the albino plecos in there. So it is very fun to watch these fish in here, to feed the fish. I put live Daphnia in there and they go crazy for the Daphnia. But anyway, yeah, real fun. There's an update on the blackwater tank. I hope you guys enjoy it. Anyway, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button. If you haven't done so already, make sure that you subscribe to this channel. Hopefully I will see you guys at Aquashella. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.